Hello, everybody. Sunday Adelaja here. Welcome to this program. I want to apologize for the problem. We just had a technical problem. What happened was that we came on Facebook and it was not on YouTube. So we had to stop the program and restart again. So apologies to everybody. And like what I was saying in the beginning is that this program here is so important. I cannot overemphasize the importance of this program today. And I'm not sure the title that we gave it today is going to convey the weight and the importance of this topic. I so much would like to ask everybody that is watching to go share this topic, because the person I'm having today is it's not just a very vocal and bold and eloquent speaker, but he has first-hand information with northern part of Nigeria and with the people that supported President Buhari and the kind of phenomenon President Buhari is in Nigeria. So we that are coming from the southern part of Nigeria, we mostly don't know this man like this. And I think a lot of Nigerians might not really know who this man is for real. But, Pastor Ayodeji Amos Ogunyemi, who is my guest today, he's had first-hand information with Nigerian politics. He has a lot of friends in Nigerian politics, even though he's living in the diaspora outside of Nigeria right now. But he has a lot of information. And he has even met Buhari himself personally. And so I guess he must have even been to his office or to his house or something. So this information we are going to be having today and that you are going to be receiving today is going to be an information that is absolutely and totally original and new for all of us. But before we go forward, you see the book you are saying now, Truth, Non-Truth and Lies. It has become #1. I forgot to show you the pictures. That is #1 on Amazon. So this book is #1 on Amazon for the past 1 week. And that is one photograph that shows it as #1. You see the yellow there. And then the other one, you have another. Yeah, you see, is Amazon Hot New Release. It's #1 there. So thank God to all of us who are buying DSA's books. So this is #1 on. This is another #1 bestseller we have on Amazon right there. And but apart from this, let's see the other book. The book I would really like to focus on today is the book on Nigeria, The Beauty in Nigeria's Diversity. The Beauty in Nigeria's Diversity. This is it. Bullshit, they like group name. So this book here is the book I think will unite Nigeria after the election. All of us should put our differences away and learn to admire each other and to admire our nation and the diversity that we have. Right now, I'm going to invite our friends and introduce my guest today, Mr. or Pastor Ayodeji Amos Ogunyemi. Hello, Pastor. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, DSA.
Wow. I like your voice always. Your voice is always full of confidence and strength.
It's all good.
Now, this topic today, we call it the Buhari Nigerians Don't Know. What do you have to say about the topic itself?
The topic it will be an eye-opener for many Nigerians because Buhari, as of today, as Nigerian president, is one of the most misunderstood leader of Nigeria, particularly from the eastern and southern part of Nigeria. So it will be an eye-opener for many Nigerians, because as you have said in your introduction, I've had the privilege of meeting Buhari twice.
Wow, twice?
Yeah, twice. And as a result of because let me a little bit introduce myself.
Yes, please.
I grown up in northern part of Nigeria called Kaduna State.
But your name looks Yoruba to me.
My names are Ayodeji Amos Ogunyemi, but people call me Kenny because I happen to be born in twins.
Ah.
So,
Because I personally only know you as Kenny Amos.
Kenny Amos, yeah. That's the Kenny is taken from my full name is Kehinde Ayodeji Amos Ogunyemi.
Okay.
You know the way we Nigeria give a lot of names to. So
Yes.
when I diaspora, I have to drop the Kehinde. But people that I grown up with, they still call me Kenny. People back at home in Nigeria, people that we are classmates, they still call me Kenny. But my official name is Ayodeji Amos Ogunyemi. But if you look at my what's it called? My Facebook page is Kenny Amos. So a lot of people go on with that.
Yes.
And so that is that. So I grew up in northern part of Nigeria.
How were your parents living there, or did you travel there, or you were born there? How did that happen?
I was born in Ogun State.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Are you from Ogun State?
I'm from Ogun State. I'm an Ijebu man.
No.
Yes, sir.
That is where I come from.
I know.
Where are you from in Ogun State? In Ijebu?
From Ijebu.
Ijebu Igbo?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
From Ijebu, and my great grandparents happened to be one of the first set of the Christians that brought Christianity to Ijebu.
Wow.
So, but I grew up in my own father. They gave birth to me in Ibadan. I live in Ibadan briefly, just a few, I think for 2 or 3 years before things became so terrible for my parents, because we lost everything we've got in a fire disaster, and we are a family of 7 children, and I happen to be the only male among them.
Ooh.
So there's this my auntie who happened to be my mom's senior sister, who live in Kaduna, working in Kaduna with what's it called? The Nigerian Army. Used to call it 1 Mechanized Division.
Okay.
She was a military personnel, and she came home that year, precisely in 1980, and my parents could not afford my education anymore, because like 7 of us, we've lost everything we've got in a fire disaster, and it's like my dad was just an ordinary teacher, and here I am, a very brilliant chap. So my auntie decided to take me to Kaduna at the age of 7.
Wow.
Of 7, and I was being enrolled into Command Children's School. Command Children's School in those days, Danchuku Road. Command Children's School, that was that was where all the children of who is who in Nigeria then, because we used to be military era then. I school with Buhari's children.
Wow.
Command Children's Danchuku Road.
Wow.
I school Theophilus Danjuma's son, Adamu. I school with Abubakar, what's it called? General Abubakar's daughter, Adiza, in Command Children's School, Danchuku Road, in Kaduna, because, and all of them knows me because I was so good in sports and very, very brilliant. So that is the beginning of my journey and how I got to Kaduna. And in the course of it, I told you I grew up in Kaduna, school in Kaduna, work in Kaduna. And in the course of it, I was able to have a lot of network, friends with those in power then. Those empowered, who their parents were empowered then. And in the course of growing up, I schooled in Kaduna Poly. Kaduna Polytechnic happened to be the second largest polytechnic in Sub-Sahara, with a population of over 33,000 students.
Wow.
With 12 campuses.
Wow.
I had my program there. I studied food technology then, both diploma and HND. And in the course of it, I find myself in politics.
Wow.
In student union politics. And you see, the pattern of which Kaduna Polytechnic enroll their students, it is an institution that is being owned by the then 19 northern states of Nigeria. So when they are doing their intake, they take two students per course for each of the departments. But for those that come from the southern part of Nigeria, that is from the Igbo speaking, Yoruba speaking part of Nigeria, the intake, the admission intake is normally two from whatsoever, from the two candidates will represent what's it called? Will be taken for a department for a course. So, and I happen to be in the course of my studying, I happen to be a leader, a student leader of the Yoruba speaking students in the whole of the northern part of Nigeria.
Wow.
So this, and then they call me president of president because I was the president of the Ogun State Students Association National. I was also the president of all the Yoruba speaking students in the whole of the northern part of Nigeria.
Wow.
And in the course of it, there was a crisis that happened in Nigeria in year 2000. The Sharia crisis. The Sharia crisis, which happened as in there was a governor of Zamfara State. I think, what's his name? Yerima. He wanted to implement Sharia. His own state of assembly, they passed a law that they want that state to be governed by the Islamic law called Sharia.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that was in 2000. And that was really the time of the regime of Obasanjo. And in the course of it, that becomes like almost all the northern state of Nigeria
started copy.
They copy. And when it goes to Kaduna used to be a very volatile state in the northern part of Nigeria. Hello?
Yes, we're here. We hear you.
Kaduna used to be a very volatile state in the northern part of Nigeria. The state assembly, which is the what's it called? The law making.
Yes, they call it the state assembly. Yes.
Yeah, of Kaduna State, they tried to pass Sharia law into law in Kaduna, not minding the population, because they took the population of the Christian in Kaduna State for granted. They were thinking they were minority, not knowing that it was 50-50. 50% Muslim, 50% Christian.
Okay.
And in the course of trying to pass that law, Kaduna State engulfed into crisis. People were being killed, people were being slaughtered, people's houses were being marked.
But what we had is that they were killing Christians and Southerners.
They were killing Christians and Southerners, and it was a premeditated plan. So in the course of it, and even the Igbos were also a victim of it. So in the course of it, Kaduna engulfed. Kaduna was in crisis, in a religious crisis. And as a student leader, we deem it fit that Kaduna, we need peace in Kaduna. We need peace. I gathered some student leaders, my fellow student leaders in my institution. Then I said, you know what? We need all these politicians, if they cannot sit down and give us peace in Kaduna State, I would deem it fit upon myself to bring everybody together. And I want to tell you what General Bakar Abdul Salam and Reverend Father Kuka are doing. It was my initiative. Wow. Interfaith.
Yes, interfaith. Yeah.
It started in Camp Poly with some students. We call ourselves together that we need to live in peace and harmony. We need to reach out to each other. And while doing that, we couldn't go far. I now begin to use my own association and my own position then to reach out to some stakeholders, to reach out to some senators. And I have a privilege, one of the most prominent Nigerian who happen to be very quiet, but very, very prominent, happen to be a matron, a woman, happened to be a matron of my state student association, Ogun State National Student Association then, and she happened to be Mrs. Zayad, Amza Zayad, Folashade Amza Zayad. She was the head of ABU Teaching Hospital, and her husband was Dr. Rafindadi Zayad, who happened to be the chairman of Bureau for Enterprise, and also the best man for go on his wedding. And, also, and they took me like their son because I was so close to them, and they begin to introduce me to who is who, that I can reach out to, that my program is laudable, if in as long that I want to promote peace, and it's coming from a student. And I was introduced to a lot of senators.
Okay.
And a lot of senators then that come from the southern part of Nigeria, another part of Nigeria, and even met the governor of Kaduna State then, Ayodeji Amos Ogunyemi, and that was the beginning of my journey in politics.
Wow.
In politics. And in the course of it, as time goes on, was able to meet a lot of Chuba Kadibo, who was the Senate president then.
Yes.
Who was the Senate president then, met a lot of senators, and we're trying to see how we can bring the president, the sitting president then, President Olusegun Obasanjo, to Kaduna, so that peace can be restored back to Kaduna.
Right.
So in the course of it, I was able to meet a lot of politicians. I was able to, always at the National Assembly, meeting senators from very different states, to be able to convince them, to be able to see what we want to do. We need peace in Kaduna. We need peace in other parts of Nigeria. So in the course of it, I happened to meet President Muhammadu Buhari. Was there. It was just, that was around 2000. In fact, it was twice in 2003.
He was in the opposition that time.
He was not yet in opposition when
Oh,
I met him.
okay.
The first time I met him, he has not even come into politics.
Wow.
He has not even come into politics. I met him in the house of my matron I mentioned to you, in their house in Jabi Road in Kaduna. They stay in number 4, he stay in number 6 Jabi Road.
Wow.
So he came into their house, and I was being introduced to him that look, meet our son. And he was asking them, he's a Yoruba, his name sounds Yoruba, how come he became is your son? And mommy I used to call her mommy because she got married. Dr. Rafin Daddy Hamza Zayat was the wazir in Katsina, that is next to the emir of Katsina.
Wow.
Then it's late now. So he used to be very close to Buhari. So he was not saying, Maimuna, that is the wife, that is the president of the association, this is a very nice boy, this is that. And that was the first time of meeting Buhari.
Wow. What a journey you got.
Yes, sir.
Now, but later on, you got to know him after he had entered politics also.
His first election, that was in 2003. He was a candidate of all people's party called AMPP.
Okay.
That was in 2003. And I happened to be working for a senator. It's late also, Senator Ahmed Harua. He was contesting for Kaduna North Senatorial District.
Okay.
I was working with him with also his PA. His PA is a member of a National Assembly now, my very good friend, Mahmoud Abdul Kadri, representing Niger Lapai constituency. So he was a PA to him, and he brought me to their team to come and come and work with us for Senator Arua, who happened to be contesting for a senatorial seat then. And in the course of being their team, then I met Muhammad, the president, the sitting president now, Muhammadu Buhari, for the second time. And this time around, the Buhari Nigeria doesn't know. One of the things I want you to bear in mind today, when you see or when you come across Buhari, is a very quiet person. Is a very quiet and very respectful person. If Buhari is sitting in this place, it is when you recognize him or they introduce you to that is Buhari there, you will not know that person of that caliber.
Yeah.
Sitting.
Wow.
He mixed with everybody. Very quiet. Very quiet, very humble, very truthful, very straightforward. So on working with the Senator Aruwa's team, and I happened to one of the occasions we moved to Buhari's house, and this was towards the time that the election of 2003, the first election he contested, and everybody was working on the field for Buhari. We have to converge at the house of Muhammadu Buhari on a Friday before the election. And a lot of people were coming with all kind of things. And I could remember this particular day. There was this big box, this iron box, you know, those traveling box, those iron traveling box.
Yes, those days used to be iron, yes.
Yeah. Somebody brought it and it was full of money, dollars, with the plastic.
US dollars.
Yes, sir. And they were sharing to different states, Kano, take your own to be given for logistic purpose for different states. That was a day before the election. But where they were sharing that money, it was not where Buhari was. It was in another hall, but it was sitting there. So, and my friend, my team I was working with, they came with 100 set of mobile phone. They used to call it Turaya in those days. They call it Turaya cell phone in those days.
Okay.
So my friend, I was now asking my friend that all this one that everybody is bringing this, is it Buhari's money? He said no. All this money they were sharing, somebody volunteered to release the money to support his campaign. This 100 set of mobile phone we brought, that is his own boss contribution for Buhari's campaign. That Buhari must not know that they are sharing that money to go on the field.
He didn't even know.
Yes, sir. Another person came up. They were all set of brand new vehicles donated by. He ran for his Senate. I think he lost his seat now. Senator Nkuyi. He came with set of brand new vehicles, and he wrote on those vehicles, courtesy donated by Nkuyi. So people, Buhari's first election and all other elections, he doesn't spend a dime.
He doesn't even know how people are distributing.
Yes, sir. That is the Buhari I know.
And the man was telling you that Buhari must not know.
He must not know. And that is the Buhari I know.
It means that the people know his integrity.
The people knows it. You see, he was called into politics.
Okay.
He was a joker for the opposition party. And I want to say today, I work on the field in his first what's it called, election. That election, if we are to be allowed to be free and fair, Buhari won that election.
Yeah, I heard that an American ambassador, a former ambassador of America to Nigeria, came out and said that since Buhari started contesting, that yes, he won all elections apart from one.
It's true. It's true.
Wow.
He won that election. I was on the field. I was a returning officer, watching agent for them. He won that election.
Wow.
There's no doubt about that.
But Obasanjo was very brutal. Every election Obasanjo conducted, he never gave him any chance.
He never gave him any chance. All the elections that Buhari contested for, Buhari is a politician any day, any time. He's a 10 to 12 million votes is waiting for him.
Yeah, because that's what happened. It's only one time he won less than 10, 11 million. That was, the first time Jonathan came after the death of, but all the rest are over 10 million. But so the thing is, but whenever he wins like that, 12 million, 10 million, 11 million, what happened is that PDP will just add their own to 22 million.
No, PDP during the time of Obasanjo, and I used to say to people, I'm a very frank person, and I only fear God. I will always say the truth. You see, during the time of Obasanjo, PDP never won any election. PDP right results.
Yeah, because what happened, what is surprising is that how could you be winning 25 million, 30 million, and then all of a sudden, when you are no more there after the election of Jonathan, when Jonathan himself conducted it, then it is already 11 million, and now it is.
DSA,
where did the people disappear to? Meanwhile, the Nigerian population has grown.
Yes, one of my experience on the field during the election in 2003 was that, you see, before the polling booth opens by 8 in the morning, the polling agents, they come with the ballot boxes already filled.
Wow.
Printed.
That is your own experience?
Yes, sir. Already filled, printed for PDP then.
Yeah, so there is a video where a chieftain of PDP said, that is what we did. All our elections, we enrolled them.
Former Deputy Senate President, Mantu.
Yeah, you saw the video.
Yes, sir. Mantu.
He's the first deputy to Senate President, and he confessed that we enrolled everything. We bribed the police, we bribed everybody. All PDP elections were fraudulent. So he confirming what Americans said.
Yeah. So.
But on the other hand, the funny thing is that Buhari always stable. The same number of votes he's always been having is what he still won this time too.
Yeah.
So he saw nothing changes in it. Even when he lost, he still won the same amount of votes.
You see, before the election, you brought, I cannot remember how many presidential candidates you brought on.
Yes, many of them.
You interviewed them, and I listened to some of them, and I just found some of them to be daydreamers. I listened to many of them. Even when I'm at work, I'm in meeting, I listen to many of them. And you see, you could see, or I heard some of them saying they will beat Buhari hands down. They will do this, they will do that. One even said it's short of 60 million votes.
Yes.
I don't want to mention it.
Yes.
And let me tell you from my own experience, the Buhari I know, that Nigerians don't know. I happen to have my National Youth Service Corps service in interior northern part of Nigeria, in a state called Yobe State. And I serve in a local government called Fune local government. It's just like 15 kilometer drive to Niger Republic. And in the course of serving there, it was a different experience for me to know Buhari more. Heard a lot of things about him. And as I'm talking to you, if I'm going to do my PhD in leadership, I will use Buhari as my thesis or use Bola Ahmed Tinubu as my thesis.
Wow.
And that's a discussion for another day. Because Nigerians don't face reality. Nigerians are too emotional, particularly those from the south and the eastern part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
They don't really face the facts. In the course of my serving in Yobe State, I got to know Buhari more. You see, Buhari is a movement. Muhammadu Buhari, the so-called Talakawas, the poor.
What is Talakawa?
The poor, the masses, the beggars.
Okay.
The poor. They reverend him. They love him. They can die for him. You see, when you see, I will sit together. When you see them, those that will really vote, and their vote will count, they are these people. When I was hearing your guests, I look at social medias, look at the whatsoever opinion pool, what people are saying, I just laugh. Because those that are going to vote, they are on the field. Those that are going to come out en masse for Buhari and guide their votes till the coalition center, they are these people. And when you go to the interior part of northern Nigeria, these people, they stick to their radio. They stick to their radio. They are well informed. They carry their PVC or their voters register card. They carry it about. The so-called Fulani herdsmen, whosoever in their farm, they are ready any day, any time to vote for Buhari. And you ask me why?
Why?
There are 6 to 7 northern states of Nigeria.
Okay.
Any day, any time, if election is being called now, Buhari against anybody, Buhari will win that election 1,000,001 times. And those states are the states that when it used to be northern, when we used to have northern
region.
Northern region, Buhari happened to be one of the governor. I think it was a governor. It was a governor between March 1976, briefly for Borno. Borno was part of them, and all these states I will count.
They said there are six states that were under him. All the 6 states
under him. You see those states. The few time he was their governor, he put infrastructure in place in those states.
Okay. Since 70 something.
76, he put infrastructure where I serve in Fune local government in Yobe State. You see, from Damaturu, which is the capital of Yobe State, to Borno, towards the border to Cameroon, the road there was constructed during the time of Muhammadu Buhari. And that federal road is one of the solid roads you have in Nigeria up to date.
Since 70s?
Yes, sir. It's a straight road. Very solid. In most of those states, he got them a town generating, electricity supply. In fact, there was even a time we coppers used to say, how come that we are in this village, they don't take light? But where we come from the southern part of Nigeria, they take light like it's a child's play. It was compliment of Muhammadu Buhari.
Even in village?
In village.
Okay, so what you are telling me now is that it was almost like, it's like you are describing to me Awolowo.
Yes, sir.
It's like Awolowo to them.
It's like Awolowo to them.
Okay.
So if you look at all those states that he got, in fact, I was even disappointed with the number of votes that came from those states this time around in the election.
Wow.
If he contests with Atiku 1,000,000 times,
he will win
from those states. He will be getting more than what he got.
Wow.
And you know one thing that touched the Hausas people, particularly the masses, they don't forget their helper.
Okay. They are benefactors.
They don't. And Buhari is a very truthful person. And that is why they call him Megeskia.
Megeskia?
Megeskia.
That's what they told me yesterday. Megeskia.
Megeskia.
And what does that mean?
A truthful person.
Man of truth.
Man of truth.
That is what they call him.
Yeah, Megeskia.
You know, he always says that he can vow and he can invite all presidents in Nigeria and all people who ever occupy the same position like him. He said, I've been governor. He said, I've been petroleum minister. I've been president. He said, anybody who ever occupy any of those positions, let them come and declare the same thing that I declare now, that I've never stolen one kobo. I've always returned everything and used everything for the good of the people. Let any other Nigerian come out and say the same thing.
Yeah. So the Buhari Nigerians don't know is a man of truth. Many Nigerians still find it difficult to believe that this man is a man of truth. And my other experience with Muhammadu Buhari the second time, it have to be through his driver.
Wow.
I want to shock you, sir. The senior driver of Muhammadu Buhari for many years, over 30 or 37 years, is a Christian.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's a Christian. So when people are using religion, using that this man is a fanatic, this man is this, when you get very close to Buhari, you will discover that he's one of the most tolerated. He can tolerate any religion.
Wow. One of the most tolerant Nigerians.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. His chief driver, his name is Tunde. I know him very well. He has been driving for almost 37 years. He's a Christian.
And I heard that his cook is also a Christian from the eastern part of Nigeria.
You see? So when they were using religion, coloration into it, that don't vote for him, you want to Islamize Nigeria. Do you know what those GOs or those people that propagating that propaganda are doing for Buhari? They were strengthening Buhari's votes in the north.
Wow.
You see, the Christian body, they shoot themselves on the feet by using that.
Why? How?
Because anytime I listen to one of the GOs using his platform to propagate all the rubbish he was saying, I said, these people, technically, you are campaigning for Buhari, because a normal northerner, the Talikawas, once they hear that, they believe that, okay, he wants to Islamize Nigeria, because majority, 70% of them are Muslim. So he wants to Islamize Nigeria. Oh, we vote for him.
Wow.
We will vote for him. We will vote for him. So they shoot themselves on the foot. And you know what? People are the one that always yearn for Buhari to come and be Nigerian leader. He doesn't have the resources. Me, that was an agent for him in 2003, we're not being given anything. We're only being given drink and thank you, everybody. He doesn't have the money.
Wow.
I can say that anywhere, any day. He doesn't have the money. Buhari doesn't have, he's the only Nigerian politician that is so lucky that people follow without not expecting anything to get from him.
Wow.
During the time of the campaign, I have the privilege to travel home. I saw the way people are rooting for this man. You see, all those campaigns you saw, and you saw crowd, that is the love they have for Muhammad.
It's like those people were fanatical. It's like they are going to see the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yes, they are not being paid. That is the Muhammadu Buhari that Nigeria.
Because I mentioned this the other day, that this crowd, the way they were going, even one state even had public holiday. I mean, the way they were going, the way they are trooping, waiting for hours. How many will you pay? 2 million people gathering, 1 million people gathering in one place. Just to, they say, people just told me, no, they pay them. It's just the same crowd you will see for Atiku. It's the same crowd for Buhari. I said, but there is a difference here. It's like people have dedicated to this man.
You see, I don't know the one of the south or the east, but you see the one of the north. Take it. They are natural crowd, lover of Buhari.
Because you've been there, you've been among them, you've
yes, sir.
Worked for them, for the team.
Yes, sir. So you see, when Buhari talks, he's a man of his words.
Okay.
And the mistake Nigerians, particularly the elites, particularly the educated elites are making now, is that Muhammadu Buhari, when he said he will do something, he will do it.
Yes.
He's trying to diversify Nigeria economy from being a mono economy to a diversified economy. For the first time since the 70s, this year, Nigeria economy is now 50% has come from non-oil income. 50% for the first time in the history, just during his regime now. Yes, sir. So and when you see, the Buhari Nigerian doesn't know is that the way a common northerner will take the words of Buhari when he talks, they take his word very serious, and they listen to whatever he says, and they go towards that direction.
Okay.
You see, when Buhari is talking, he keep on saying, I want you to go and till the ground.
Go and do agriculture.
Agriculture. You see, before the coming of Buhari, one of the tools or also material you need for you to have a very good agricultural yield was fertilizer.
Yes.
Fertilizer in the northern part of Nigeria used to be very, it was like it's a very scarce commodity, very expensive. But when this man came on board, he make it cheaper, he make it affordable for them.
Okay.
And he set up a sort of agricultural, what's it called?
Program.
Bank loan for people, for the farmer to have access to, for them to be able to, to help them in their farming. The northerners, they are so wise. They follow the direction you want them to follow. The ones that are shouting that things are difficult in Nigeria, oh, his time is tough, things are difficult, we are hungry. If you take statistics of those that are making that complaint, they are from the south and the eastern part of Nigeria.
Yes.
They are the people that doesn't want to roll up their sleeve
and go back to the farm.
Am I making sense to you?
Yeah.
So the Buhari Nigerian don't know is a man that is so much have the love of Nigeria at heart. He's a man that cannot tolerate laziness, and that is why he's saying, go and till the ground, go and agriculture. If you look at all his campaign, he keep on emphasizing on that.
No, but how did you say that he has the love of Nigeria at heart? But Nigerians are saying, the Southerners and the Christians, that he's a killer, that he hates Nigerians.
If you know Buhari one-on-one, or you have the opportunity of getting closer to Buhari, I have not seen a patriotic Nigerian like Buhari.
No, are you serious?
Yes, sir. I've not seen a patriotic Nigerian like Buhari. If you Nigerians, we don't remember history.
No, I remember he went for war for Nigeria. He was ready to die. He was a commander in the army.
Do you remember the first coming of Buhari?
Yes.
In December 31st, 1983.
Oh, that is still the greatest experience of my life. Because I was alive and I was in Nigeria during 1 year plus reign that he had. The order, the discipline, the virtues and the values that they instilled in Nigeria, it was revolutionary.
There is no law and order in Nigeria before the coming of Buhari, the second coming of Buhari. And if you see Buhari having conversation or talking about Nigeria, is a man that talk about Nigeria with a passion, paining him that there's no law and order in our system. And one of the characteristics of a leader is to be able to to be able to put law and order processes in place. And that is why I say that I've not seen any patriotic Nigerian leader like Buhari. He wants the system to work. He wants things to be put in place. He wants infrastructure to be put in place. He wants life to be easy for people. And you know what? His second coming, this second election, you will see, because what he has done in his first coming was a foundation. And there's no changes that will happen without pain. That's what Nigerians refuse to understand. Human being naturally will resist change.
And we want the change, but we don't want the pain.
We don't want the pain. But mind you, the system has been bastardized before this man came. The system has been used to, corruption has been part of like norm in the society. Now having a leader saying, look, we have to do things in the way that is supposed to be done in a very law and order, in a very proper manner. If we're to be an unpatriotic leader or Nigerian, it will yield to the pressure. Don't you think that there are pressure on him even within his own party, to bend his rules, to bend his policies. But because he's a patriotic Nigeria, he wants Nigeria to work. He wants Nigeria to be proud of, a Nigeria that he will leave behind and will all be proud of. That is a patriotic leader there for you. And that is Muhammadu Buhari.
So what they are saying that he's the one supervising the killing, he hates Nigeria, he hates Christians, he all those things are just propaganda.
It's not possible. How can a leader be killing his people? How can a leader be killing his people? It's not possible. It's just propaganda. You see, this last election, presidential election, is one of the most, how will I put it? Propaganda was the order of the day.
Fake news.
Fake news. There was none of the candidates come up with the economy policy, whatsoever policy they are going to implement. It was just propaganda, propaganda, propaganda. And if you look at this man's campaign, I follow all his campaign. On all the 36
nothing negative about anybody.
Nothing negative about anybody. How many Christians, how many other leaders can do that? But have you not come to think of it, that this man might be a Christian secretly? You say who? Have you not come to think of it? How many leaders of his status who are Muslim only have one wife, one family? You had the other man that was contesting with him that he said he had 32 or 28 children. And how many wives?
He said he has wife from all political zones.
So if what Nigeria doesn't know is a man of integrity and is a man that have morals. Because our religion, is religion permitting to marry at least 4 wives? So if he's a loose person, he's an undisciplined person, he can decide to marry as many wives as possible, nobody will question it, because he is not permitted. But he only has one wife, one family. Does that not give you an impression that this man he live a Christian life?
Yeah.
Does that not tell you that as a leader, is a leader that we can look into, that is not corrupt, it's not loose. And when you see, I have the privilege, one of his daughter was my senior in primary school. I went to Command Children's School, Tanchiku Road in Kaduna. She's late now. She was my senior, I think, for 2 years. They are well-behaved children.
Wow.
They are well-behaved children. Can you, my this thing is telling me that the battery want to run that. I want to
okay. You go and charge the battery. I will show a film about Buhari right now. Okay. You go ahead and do it. Yeah. So what we are going to do is that we are going to watch a video about President Buhari, and just let's so let's go ahead and have a look at this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Muhammad Buhari, and today I am 69 years old, and I am sure I don't have to remind you that I have fought many battles in my life. I have fought drift and purposelessness in this nation. I have fought corruption and indiscipline. I have fought indolence and betrayal of trust. I have fought the Nigerian civil war and struggled for the unity of this country in many other ways. I have had the fortune and privilege of managing national resources in various capacities. As a military commander, as a state governor, as a minister of petroleum, and as the head of state of this great country. And in all that I have been and done, I have never touched a kobo of public funds. I say this. I say this without pride and with all sense of responsibility and humility. But I challenge anyone in the race for the leadership of this country then or now to dare make the same claim.
Okay, we are going to see the other one. The next. All right. So meanwhile, while we are waiting for the second video, I want to say this is a book about Nigeria that I want to recommend to all Nigerians. The Beauty of Nigeria's Diversity. So if you have not gotten that book, go look for it on Amazon or on Okada Books, or you can read it for free on Kindle Unlimited. That book will really bring pride out of you for your country. Let's see the video.
Somebody made an observation, and they are mentioning it publicly for the first time, that I am not patronizing the Igbos from the southeast. I took the paper from him. I told him that when I won the election, I studied the amount of votes I got from all geopolitical zones. I say I got 198,000 point something votes from the whole of Southeast. 198,000, which virtually any local government can give me up country. But I put Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of Labor, Minister of Industries and Investment, Minister of
U.S. Ambassador.
Mines and Tech. No, I'm telling you.
The U.S. Ambassador of Minister.
No, don't talk to even with the University Ambassador. That when he wrote a minority report on my behalf. So I'm saying it back. But these four, I never knew them from Adam.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is the second one. So let me say the first one, the first video I showed, Buhari was saying that he has been in all positions of responsibility in this country. He has been a commander, an army commander.
Somebody made an observation, and they are mentioning it publicly for the first time, that I am not.
So he said he was the commander in the army. He never took anything, and he never touched one kobo of Nigerian money. He said he was the governor of a region which is like 6 states together. And we heard now that the infrastructure he put in place, since that time, they are still there up to now. And he said he was also the president. He was also the minister of petroleum, and he never touched. He said he challenged anybody in Nigeria to come and dispute his argument or that his claim. And he also challenged any Nigerian that has been in those positions to come and say they never stole anything. So that is the first video. This second video is, he said somebody came to challenge him, a journalist, that he was discriminating against the Igbos, which is Southeast Nigerians. And he said, okay, how can I be discriminating against the Igbos when all the votes I got from them during my election was 190-something thousand, less than 200,000. He said that is the kind of vote he gets from one local government up country. He said, but he still gave them 6 ministerial portfolios. And these are the senior ministers. And these ministerial portfolios, he said he doesn't even know them from Adam. He doesn't know all these people. He doesn't know them. But he just trusted them. And he didn't even, and he said, so for them to say that kind of thing, because somebody said, but the Constitution says you should elect ministers from every state. He said yes, but he could have elected them as junior ministers. But he made them as senior ministers over even the people, other junior, and made people from the states that voted for him junior ministers. So he said, what kind of discrimination are you talking about? They are rather the ones who discriminated against him by not voting for him and giving him less votes than any of the local government where they supported him from 6 states. He said, so who has discrimination, the Igbos or him? So anyway, we have another video, one more video. We are going to show. Shall we zoom to the conclusion? But propaganda is what they have used to deceive the Easterners, unfortunately. And it is the PDP people that are responsible. Yes.
You know about the infrastructure in this country. The last time the roads were done or rehabilitated was during Abasha's time when I was in charge of PTF. From here to Onitsha, from here to Port Harcourt. And it was on our way back that there was a change of government. And if you go to health centers up to today, you can see the signs of Petroleum Trust Fund. But when we came, in spite of the earning I have just mentioned to you, 2.1 million times 100 times 16 years, 7 days a week. What have they done with that money? And you know the infrastructure. Now we have to be doing the roads. The rail was virtually killed, and power. They admitted that they spent 16 billion American dollars on power. Where is the power? You know it more than I do. So this large-scale abuse of trust, only God can give the punishment. So we leave them to God. But those we can catch, we will take them before the courts and get them prosecuted. And whatever is recovered from them in terms of infrastructure, houses here in Abuja, companies in Europe, and other things, this time around, I said they should sell it and put the money in the treasury, and we'll be using the money for the infrastructure.
Okay. So that's it. It was just this one. It was just saying that the last major infrastructure that was built in Nigeria was built by him during Abacha's time when they put him there in charge of PTF or something. So, and he said, but after that, all this is Abacha time. After Abacha, we had Abdul Salam. They didn't build anything. After Abdul Salam, we had 8 years of Obasanjo. They didn't build anything. After that, we had 6 years or 8 years together with Jonathan and Umaru. They didn't build anything. He said the last time anything was built, any road was built in Nigeria was that time, and railway was dead. Now, he said that you go anywhere and see it is what he built because Abacha put him as a man in charge. And he said, but they made more money, maybe 100 times more money than when he was doing those roads. And he said they made, he calculated it. If you calculate the amount, he say it is $1 trillion in the 16 years. $1 trillion. Do you know $1 trillion? There are only 15 countries in the world that have economy of $1 trillion. What PDP made in 16 years is that $1 trillion is double our old GDP today from 1960. What PDP made in 16 years, and no trace of it. No trace of it. And he also said they said they put 16 billion into electricity and no electricity right now. So, and he says, so if they will cash them, he said they leave them to God, but those they can cash, they will punish, they will collect from them what they can collect from them. So, but now he wants to put all the money as much as possible into capital infrastructure, capital projects, and build the foundation for the growth of Nigeria. Before we begin to receive calls, I know that there are people who want to, they are already calling even, who want to call. And if you want to call, just go to Facebook Messenger and look for Move Agents. Move Agents on Facebook Messenger, Move Agents. Once you get there, go to Move Agents, go ahead and just write that you want to call. You are already calling. Don't call. We call you back. Because when you call, you are disturbing the program. So just go to Facebook Messenger, look for Move Agents, one word, and just write that you would like to call, and we will write you back and call you back. Okay, don't call just like that. Before we begin to receive all these calls, I want to hear what Pastor Ayodeji has to say about these videos we have seen from Buhari. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Jesse.
Yes.
I look at the video briefly, and that is the true reflection of who President Muhammadu Buhari is. You can see he keep on emphasizing on infrastructure.
Yeah.
He keep on emphasizing on basic amenities like power, roads,
and not corruption.
And no corruption. You see, let me make something clear here. If you look at most of the infrastructure that have been put in place so far, is concentrating more on roads, railway. Are you know what I'm saying?
Yes, and refinery.
And do you know that most of this infrastructure is concentrating on? Basically, it's trying to make life to be easy for Nigerians. 80% of Northerners are farmers.
Wow.
And for them to commute their products from the farm, from point A to point B, they need good roads.
Yeah.
So if, you see, I used to say that many Nigerians doesn't understand Buhari, but Buhari understand Nigerians.
Buhari understand Nigerians?
Many Nigerians don't understand Buhari, but Buhari understand Nigerians.
Why? Why do you say that?
That is the point I'm trying to make. This man is putting infrastructures in place, putting road in place. And I want to tell you, if you look at majority of the people that will benefit from what he's putting in place are the Northerners, are the farmers, because they need good road network.
But he's not building those things only in the north, though.
He's building every part of Nigeria.
Yes.
And you see, his people are so sensitive, but our people are not sensitive. They are not sensitive at all. You see, you are asking question. I said something that in those 6 states I mentioned earlier on, if Buhari should contest 1,000,001 times, Buhari will be winning in those states because of what the structure he has put in place for them. And just recently, everywhere in Nigeria is putting structure in place. And come to think of it, if you are a farmer, if you are a businessman, and you could see good road, you can be able to move from point A to point B. I have a friend that was telling me about his experience with the metro line from Kaduna to Abuja. He had to park his car, his Jeep, at home. He went by metro line, and he was telling me it's just like an experience of somebody being in London. Would that person not vote for Buhari? A business person, a farmer, whosoever, will he not vote for him? Because he's putting the structure to make the economy to move in place.
No, but he did the same thing. He built the same metro line, railway line from Lagos to Abeokuta, and now he's going to Oyo, Ibadan. But still, 2 states from the west didn't vote for him.
It's because they don't know him. It's because they refuse to understand him. It's because they have made up their mind based on the propaganda they have been filled with. But if we have to be realistic with ourselves, there is no Nigerian government that within 3 years that have put those kind of structure in place.
Yeah, even in 16 years, the other people have not put it in place.
With little resources.
With little resources. Even Ibadan, do you remember how long everybody have been crying about Lagos-Ibadan Road?
Lagos-Ibadan Express Road. And look at this man putting in place. Even the article is the road to his hometown in Jeddah. This man constructed it.
Yes, and I saw that the one to the road to the village of Jonathan also he constructed it.
Yes, sir. Were they not one-time presidents? Don't they have the resources or the power, the ability to do that?
And even the airport in Rivers or Port Harcourt, they always vote against him, and he went and give them the new airport, the construction.
So we
Although Jonathan was there, the one they voted for, he never reconstructed the airport for them.
You see, for us to move forward as a nation, we need to dislodge our mindsets against this man. You see, if we're to be a Christian leader or president, cannot do more than what Muhammadu Buhari is doing. And we saw it, the one that we call our home. We saw how he messed up the place and everything was looted.
Yes.
And even with the help of the GOs and the body of Christ, that they could not be able to tell him the truth. How many of them can walk into Aso Rock, the so-called GOs, the so-called body of Christ, and go and look Muhammadu Buhari into his eyes and say, you know what, we need this money, or you bribe us with this? He will not do that. That is the kind of leader we need. That is the kind of leader. That is the kind of leader that we should pray that there should be continuity of such leader. Because our system has been corrupt.
Unfortunately, he only has one more time to go now.
But we need more of Buhari's. And I want to believe they are younger people. You see, we need to, you see, the problem. I told you one thing in the course of the program. If I have to go into politics now, I will go into politics and allow myself to be mentored by this kind of people. Buhari, Tinubu, I don't know whatever anybody may have against these people. But you know what? Even in the Bible, God said you should go and learn what from the ants. Let us not deceive ourselves. I could see from many of your programs how to build a nation, how to do this, how to do that. But do you know what? There are some people that we need to set this mindset of our youth, of our so-called leaders of tomorrow that we are grooming from the church or from anywhere we are grooming them, to go and learn from these people, to go and be mentored by these people.
Because they have the experience, they have done it, they have gone through it.
They have the experience, they have the platform, they have everything you may think of. You know, in one of my conversations, I was conversing with you. When I was hearing from some of your presidential aspirants you are interviewing, and one even went ahead, they formed all kind of parties, expecting or hoping to win. DSA, let us face the reality, the facts. For Nigeria of today, it's only two-party system. All other parties are noisemakers. Sorry to use that word. APC and PDP. So if I have to go into politics, or as a pastor, if I have to tell my people that want to go into roles of leadership in Nigeria, I will tell them, whatever it will take you, make sure that you are in one of those parties.
So is that the reason why Obama had to go to one of those parties, and even Trump, with all his money and everything, he has to go to...
You need a platform. And in politics, the grassroots, it has a very strong say in politics. These people don't have grassroots. They are calling themselves, we have 60 million votes. Where are you going to get that vote from? It is the masses, it is the grassroots you get those things from. Since Buhari has been in politics, since 2003, the grassroots has been his constituency. The grassroots, everywhere you get to, in Nigeria, in anywhere, Buhari stronghold, you will have the feel that this man has a presence here. So let us not deceive ourselves. If you as a pastor, if I have to tell people that want to go into politics, either in Nigeria, look, go and join the main political party. Even if they decide not to enroll you or register you, force yourself on them. Because these are people that are on the field. These are people that knows what it takes. They have the audience. They know they have the resources. They have the number. They have the structure on ground. And that was what I was expecting one of your presidential aspirants.
Yes.
When he came to Glasgow here, I don't want to mention him. When he came to Glasgow here, I told him, I said, if I were you, I will not go for presidency. I will start from the Senate and I will join one of this party. Forget about the people that are there, that these people are bad, that one are bad. You will learn from them. And whatever you learn from them, you learn from them, the one that is not good, you will correct it when you get there. Why do you think that somebody like Buhari have to surround himself with people that are corrupt? These are the people that sponsored him. And now he checkmates all their corrupt activities. Do you want to tell me somebody like
somebody told me that when he tried to do it by himself without all the corrupt people,
he failed.
That he failed 3 times.
See, the one of 2003, which I know of, I was on ground for him, he failed. 2007, he failed. We'll call it that he failed, but you know, those in power suppress his votes. I agree, I'm saying, sir.
Yeah.
After 2007, the one of 2011, he failed. But by the time he marched, APC is a merger of different parties, AMPP, AD, all of them, they came together. And they look for one man in Muhammadu Buhari. It was a product that any day, any time, that product is sellable because of his integrity. I agree, I'm saying,
if he had not used that wisdom, he would have got the opportunity to restore Nigeria now.
He will never have the opportunity of ruling Nigeria again if he has not used that wisdom. And that is the wisdom we need in the body of Christ. We are too sentimental. We are too judgmental.
Not to be thou, I mean, more righteous than thou, or something. How do we call it? More holy than thou.
More holy than thou. We criticize everything, we judge everything. But learn from those people.
Although he himself is the one that is really righteous, he's the one that has integrity, he's still not judging.
Yes, sir. And he made sure that he got what he want to get, then he started put them where they belong.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That there is a video where Saraki was speaking Yoruba, and he said he paid more money than even
300
Tinubu.
million naira to each state.
Yes. To bring Buhari in, and he expected that Buhari was supposed to compensate him, and who gave him juicy positions, and that the man just used time to neglect him. That is why they went back to the PDP.
And have you bothered to ask for a politician to bring out 300 million naira for all the northern states of Nigeria, which is like 19 or 20 of them, for a man's ambition or for a man's campaign? That is to tell you that they believe so much in his candidacy. A politician will not do that for anybody. He wouldn't do that for himself.
Yeah.
So that is to tell you the kind of integrity Muhammadu Buhari has.
And now that same Saraki didn't bring any money to Atiku. Atiku is only spending his only stolen money.
So we need people to look beyond, particularly the body of Christ, of what they are, the mindset they have now about politics. You see, when you are interviewing all your special guest presidential aspirants, they have the quality, they have what it takes to be a leader, but they don't have a platform. They don't have the platform. They don't associate themselves with those that make things to become their ambition to become real. Okay, I was reading the news yesterday. Because APC they can't present a candidate in Rivers State.
Okay.
And one of the stakeholders, Rotimi Amechi, said, we will support this particular party. And I was reading on the social media the reaction of that party followers. Oh, we don't want him. They are corrupt. We don't need somebody like that. Listen to me. Even Jesus Christ was advertised by his own father. The Bible says when he was baptized by John the Baptist at the river Jordan, the Bible said the heaven was open and there was a voice that said, "This is my beloved son in whom I am well pleased." That was an open endorsement of our Lord
Jesus
and
Christ.
Pastor Jesus Christ. And here comes somebody that he has been a governor of that state 2 times, a sitting minister. But because they don't have a candidate, they decide to turn to another party, which is just newly registered party, and said, we will support you, because they want to unseat the sitting governor of that state, Wike. And instead of the new party to be happy and say, oh, this is a big fish in our midst and they will give us support. I was reading the reaction. I said, these people don't know politics. You don't understand Nigerian politics. If you have one of that weak, what's it called, Rotimi Amechi in your party, somebody that has been a presidential, how would I put it, spokesperson or a presidential director general,
campaign director,
2 times back to back, he has a wealth of experience, and that is where the church is supposed to tap from. I would rather go and learn. If I want to be a leader of a nation, I will go and learn from those people. I will forget about their character. Just learn from them and take something with me.
Wow.
So Nigeria, we need to tell ourselves the truth. We can't afford to miss it this time around. We can't afford looters to go back to the leadership of that nation. And the body of Christ, which you and me belongs, we need to tell ourselves the truth. We need to be able to tell our people there that, look, it is high time that you have to get out of the under the roof of the church.
Buhari Amos, just a minute. I think we have a caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
My name is Pastor Joshua, and I'm calling from Berlin, Germany.
All right, Pastor Joshua.
I've been listening to
Amos.
what our brother is saying.
Yes.
I just want to say, all the things he says from the time I've been watching, he is 100% right.
Wow.
I just want to confirm it.
Wow.
I told them in Berlin, as a pastor, I put 200 euros down, and I told them, I said, if Buhari did not win, they should take it.
Wow.
In the church.
But pastors like you are the ones who are campaigning against Buhari now.
And so I have a different understanding concerning. I did theology in Greek, and I have a different understanding concerning what Buhari and what Nigerians, pastors, are doing.
Wow.
Yeah, by the grace of God, I think in the whole Berlin or in the whole Germany, I'm the youngest, and my only ministry is where we don't take tithe and offering.
Wow.
In the whole Germany.
My God, I've never heard of that before. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, people can testify about that. I work and I spend my money for the gospel.
Beautiful.
That is what I do. And I work and I spend my money for the gospel. And the only thing I just want to say is that, for me, the only president that we ever have that I think I understand properly, that I read his background and I understand properly, is Buhari.
Wow.
With his legacy, he has not had a crime that is so big than any other government, any other president that has been in power. You know, so I just want to confirm what that brother is saying is 100% right.
Wow.
Atiku cannot compare Buhari. Any governmental, any party, anybody they want to bring in the section cannot compare with Buhari.
Thank you so much, Pastor Joshua.
You know.
We need you to be calling more often because we need opinion of people like you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank
I
you
would
so
definitely always. I started writing last week, and I wrote you that I want to join you with your journey to Nigeria. Remember, sir?
Yes, you are the same person.
Yes, sir. I'm the one, sir.
Well, if you,
I'm just waiting for you. I'm ready already. I'm ready. I'm just waiting for you to say, let's go. And I
beautiful.
think I have 11 people going with me.
Thank you so much. God bless.
I'm just waiting. I'm prepared already. I'm just waiting for the movement.
Thank you, sir.
So we can. Yeah.
God bless you,
Thank
sir.
you very much, sir.
Blessings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Wow, that is good. Do we have another caller? Okay, while we are calling the other callers, I want to make this announcement to people who are watching us, and that we have our next History Makers training in Kyiv, Ukraine in April, and it's going to be from the 8th to the 12th of April. So if you would like to come and learn how to build systems and structures to achieve any goal and to solve any problem, it is systems that enables people to resolve any problems and to attain any goal. So you please go and register by going to sundayadelajablog.com/hmt, or you could write to hmt@godembassy.org. And if you want to be receiving our messages on your telephone every day, send us your telephone number or your WhatsApp number. Our number where you should send it to is +38 098 596 3838. So if you send your WhatsApp number or telephone number to this place, then we'll be sending you messages every day. All right. So I think we are waiting for the next caller. Because I see that we have many callers. Many callers? Ooh. Okay. Let's see the next. Who is the next person? All right. Please go and share the message. And don't forget that I told you about this book about Nigeria. Let's fall in love with Nigeria. Let's unite Nigeria. West, East, North. Let's unite everybody together. The beauty of Nigeria's diversity. The beauty of Nigeria's diversity. Let's get to know Nigeria for yourself. Get to discover Nigeria. Do we have a caller now? Hello?
Good evening, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
This is Udo on the line, sir, from Valencia.
Udo, yes. How are you today?
Udo. I'm fine, sir. Thank you, DSA, for the job you are doing.
Thank you.
Yes, I just want to confirm what the brother is saying. In fact, he is 101% right.
He's 100% right.
101% right. The problem we have in our country is that people don't read. And
yes.
That's a very major problem that we have.
You are correct.
The man, we don't read. You see, this man we are talking about now, I don't know if you know about Dora Akonyele.
Yes.
The woman that fought
that's the NAFDAC woman now.
NAFDAC woman, yeah, the NAFDAC woman that fought drug counterfeiting,
yes.
Especially among the Igbos.
Yes.
That woman, it was a commendation letter written by Buhari that got her the appointment in that office.
Wow.
Yes, she was working with PTDF.
Yes.
At the time, Buhari was a chairman. So the woman had an operation she's supposed to be carried out in the UK.
Okay.
PTDF already paid about £12,000 for the operation. But by the time the woman got there, doctors said they couldn't find this thing again. So what did they do? They were talking to a Nigerian. If they had to give her that money, pocket the money, the woman said no. If you see that the operation is not necessary again now, send the money back to the government that paid it.
Wow.
When this man saw that kind of action, she said, "Who is this person?" And they called Dora Akonyele. She called Dora Akonyele and wrote a letter and commended her in presence of every other workers there. Now, Obasanjo came in, they troubled other lady and saw the person. Now, Obasanjo said, they called the woman, I would like to work with her. That's better for you.
Wow.
Yes. Now, I followed this man since 2000. You know, he's a media spokesperson, Femi Adesina.
Yes.
Femi has wrote several articles on this man that, in fact, if you go through this man and you cry that there are characters like this in this country and the criminals has been dominating the system.
Wow.
In 1984, when, you know, Tam David West, former petroleum minister.
Yes.
Yes, that man can tell you more about this man we are talking about. That man, they went to OPEC meeting.
Yes.
He was as Minister of Petroleum, he represented Nigeria. So while the meeting was going on, they had to shift their meeting to 25th of December. And the man protested that as a Christian, that he had to celebrate his Christmas in Nigeria, not in a foreign land. And because of his action, there was international outcry. Both media, they were Nigerian, that a minister of Nigerian minister embarrassed the government. So the man said he came back to Nigeria. While he was coming back, other ministers ran to Buhari that this man has disgraced us. Do this, do this, do that. He said that by the time he got to Dodan Barracks, the man called him and said, "Welcome, you've made me proud."
Wow.
He said, damn, the good is alive today. He said, "Buhari, you made me proud." He shook hands with him and said, "Go and celebrate your Christmas, and then you can go back."
Huh.
He did criticize him. In fact, he said even the minister that went to Buhari to say they should sack him later had to apologize to him in presence of Delegiwa.
Wow.
Yes, this man, people don't know him, but it's just that, if not because of the caliber of person he is, based on the reputation he has built for himself over the years, the kind of gang up against him this election
is too much.
Nobody will survive that in Nigeria apart from this man. The
generals were against him, the former presidents were against him, the head of tribes were against him.
Even the America, the invitation they gave this man, his opponent, that was tacit support. They were supporting him.
Wow.
Yes, nobody, I'm yet to see nobody alive that will stand the kind of gang up that they gang against this man. Nobody will stand it. And what made it possible? It was the reputation he built for the love of his country. It's not for his own personal gain. And he married the common people. The common people, the lowly place. He doesn't die with the rich. His constituency is always the poor. They are dear to him. And that's why he had to survive this.
Wow.
Hello, yes. That's why he had to survive this. So nobody, if you go to former Old Gongola State, go and see what the man did as a governor then. This Old Gongola is comprised of about 6 states now. Bauchi, Adamawa,
Taraba, these northern states.
Yes. This Bauchi, present day Bauchi, Adamawa,
Borno,
Taraba, Yobe, Gombe, Borno. When he governed, I've been to this area and I can tell you the road the man constructed, they will tell you that this road will be a superior of time.
Wow.
So,
but the only thing you hear about him on social media and everything most of the time is that he's a killer, he's sponsoring the henchmen, he hates Nigerians.
When he mentioned offices of the places he has held as position, he said, anybody come out and say that I have criticized you, I have wronged you on account of your ethnicity or your religion. He said, anybody come, even cleaners.
Wow.
He said, even cleaners, anybody. And nobody has been able to point out one person. Everything you hear is just about conspiracy. And this last election now, the pulpit robbers took it to the stream. They took it to this because that is the level they can go. They were desperate because loopholes has been blocked.
Did you hear that they said it's not the one that is Jubril?
Forget about those stories. Forget about those stories. And I keep telling them, till tomorrow, nobody, no northern alive that will challenge him in election and win. Nobody. 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 And like I said something last time I called about Per Elton.
Yes.
I'm very sure, so long heaven exists, those that mock this man, in fact, they can't speak again by the time this man is through.
Amen. Amen.
He's going to do great.
In Jesus' name. Uday, wow.
We have a direction now as a nation.
Uday, you are very truthful. You must not be. It means you are not afraid, though. Because most of the people from your area are the people who are really spearheading on some of these things.
Yes, but you must stand on the side of the truth. It's not a question of the multitude that don't follow. You have to be objective, analyze issues the way they are. You must analyze them the way they are. They say the way they are. Don't just because your people are here now, you not queue. It's not the best.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Uday, you are just God sent. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so very much. Wow. What will you say to that, Pastor Kenny?
About what he said.
Well, you know, there have been two callers. They are all supporting your viewpoint.
You see, sir, I stand for the truth. I will always say the truth. And I'm a realist. You see, before the campaign, there was a lot of propaganda that was going on.
Yes.
But if you are on ground, you will know that there's no way Atiku Abubakar will win that election.
No, but people were telling me that it is because I am not on ground. That is why I'm supporting Buhari. That anybody that is on ground would never support Buhari.
Those are saying you are not on ground and they are voicing their opinion. If you can remember them now, majority of them are from the southern and the western part of Nigeria.
Yes. Okay, just a minute, sir. You continue. I think we have a caller. Hello?
Yes. Hello. DSA, good evening. It's a pleasure.
Who is that? Is that John? Who is calling?
No. This is Obi. My first name is Obi.
From what country?
I'm calling from UK.
Okay, Obi, we are hearing you, sir.
Yeah. Listen. I support in a lot of ways. I support a lot of the issues or the things you stand for. And I must say, Buhari is somebody, when he was in office initially in the 80s, I was still in school then. So he's somebody I have a lot of regards for in terms of his discipline and all that. But the fact of the matter is, and in 2015, when he won the election, even though I didn't vote, because I'm in Europe.
In Europe.
I supported him.
Okay.
But I tell you something, being honest now, I'm not somebody that follows the crowd. You know, it's everybody, there are positives and negatives to everybody. Nobody is a saint 100%.
Yes, that's true.
One thing, the only problem that I've had that has really upset me, and please let somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I can only monitor things from the internet or from newspapers. You see, when this issue that we keep talking about people, whether they are Fulani cattle people or whoever it is that goes to churches and just shoots people or kill people or for whatever reason. Now, I won't blame the president for that. But in any country, no matter how basic that country is, the first job, the first duty of whoever is the president is to maintain safety of human beings and property.
Yes.
If you have something that happens as a one-off, you can understand and say, okay, it's a one-off, let's say. But if it's something that has been repeated month after month for 2 years, 3 years, and we have never heard one person has been arrested or even questioned, let's forget about arrest, even questioned or anything, and it just continues. I mean, what kind of... Can anybody ever think of that happening anywhere in Europe? That somebody just went enter church and just show they said, okay, it happened again in October. It happened again 2 months later, and everybody is just moping and just looking. You know, I mean, it's been for the position, the level I kept him, or even how I see him now. To be honest with you, on that particular issue, I've had question marks about it, and if you notice the killings, we've not heard of any killings since October, November. There was a time every kind of 4 weeks or 2 weeks, there will be news again that some people died here or some people died here. And I think things have quietened down for some time. The only thing that will prove this, whether I'm right or wrong, or whether it's just a misinterpretation, is now that the election finishes, let's see after 4 months when the election has gone, let's see if the killings start again. Because I know I've not had any killing since November.
No, Obi, to tell the truth, yes, they have been killing. No, the only thing is that it is because it is Muslims that are being killed. Christians are not making noise. In fact, before election, the week before election, there were killing in Katsina State. A lot of killing in Katsina State. There were killings in Kaduna State. Even last week, there were killings in Kaduna State. You know, there have been killings, but in Zamfara State. And from October, that October you've been talking about, the reason that Christians have not been talking is because they are not Christians that are being killed. But Muslims are being killed regularly all that time you are talking about.
I don't support for anybody to be killed. I don't support. I didn't know about it. See, that's why I was asking. When you're outside, it's difficult to monitor everything closely. It's only things that you see on Facebook or something.
Yes.
So that's the only thing I wanted to say. But one thing is his mindset of being of that discipline and going after people who are corrupt.
And also, you said that they didn't arrest anybody at all for the killings of Christians going to church. If you want, you can send me a message on my inbox. I will send you photographs and news reports of people who have been arrested for the killings in Benue, for the killings in Plateau, for all the other killings that have been going on.
So there be people are arrested. Okay, then I don't have any issues anymore. If people have been, if it's been acted upon, then no problem.
Yes, it's just because we are exposed to newspaper, to internet. Internet is the age of false news. People will only tell you the side that is profitable for them, not for the truth. So you have to really search to really see the two sides.
To see the thing. Okay, in that case, there is no issue.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Obi.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What will you say, Kenny, about that, sir?
Respond to the callers. To the caller.
Yes.
You see, the killing happening in Nigeria before the election and even now, those killings has been there before Buhari came to power.
Yes.
I grew up in northern part of Nigeria. You see, one thing Nigerians don't understand, we don't get our fact right before we start reacting to things.
Yes.
We are too emotional. And because of the mindset of majority of Nigeria against this man, anything, even if a man cannot even pregnant his wife, we say it is Buhari. Sorry for using that word. See, the so-called people that accusing finger is being pointed to, the group called Meyeti Allah.
Yes.
Meyeti Allah, that is Cattle Rearing Association of Nigeria. Go and check your facts. There's no Nigeria head of state or president, particularly president, since 1999 up to date that is not being sponsored by these people.
Wow.
And every sitting Nigerian president are patron to these people.
Yes, I remember that Jonathan was a patron.
Even Obasanjo is a patron.
Wow.
A patron.
Wow.
I know what I'm saying. And these people sponsor. They have a tangible sponsor for the presidency, for the post of presidency in Nigeria. But the killing of the, X-Men killing does not start today. I will take you back to what happened in Plateau State. Before the coming of Buhari, persistently,
yes,
that area they have been killing.
It was worse, yes.
The one of the Benue, that was a massacre. Persistently, that problem has been there.
Yes.
Are you getting what I'm saying? But the question is, why is Buhari not taking action against these people? And I will tell you what, he's not taking action against them. One.
Okay, before you talk, before you will say it when we come back, because we have a caller waiting. Hello?
Hello, Doctor, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Who is calling from where?
This is your comrade, Akpan from Italy. We spoke yesterday.
Yes, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. How is everything? How is the family at the church?
We are trying our best, sir.
It's all right. In fact, I had to find time to be with you today again. I just need to be with you every day.
Yes.
That's great. In fact, I really appreciate, I saw one of your program. I think it was a program you did before. You were talking about how people are helping Islamize Nigeria.
Yes.
Without the contribution of the Muslims. In fact, I love that. It's all right. I've been following. I love what the man with you today is saying. He's talking from his experience, being that he had lived in the northern part of Nigeria.
Yes.
So I want to say that he's doing something. He's doing a nice job contributing, also enlightening people too, because this program, I think at the end of the day, will help to bring out the truth, so that a lot of Nigerians will know more about Buhari, some of those things that they have never known about him, because it's all about lies, telling lies about the man.
Right.
So what I want to say is this: as a Christian, I want to come into the program from the perspective that I'm a Christian.
Okay, sir.
And you see, you have been saying a lot of things for some months now about Buhari. It's like you were campaigning indirectly for him.
No, I was doing it directly.
That's what I'm saying. I know you were doing it directly.
Yes.
Because this time around, they would have come to cut your neck.
Yes.
So, whereas the 99% of all the GOs, the pastors in Nigeria, they were all against him campaigning for Atiku.
Yes.
So, it was an open fact. So, you see, what I want to say is that, you see, in the Bible, God wanted to prove that what you have been saying is the right thing. That all these people, that what they were saying, they were just giving out false statement, giving Atiku a kind of false support. And they were telling lies, giving all these fake prophecies. You see, in the Bible, God said one thing. Because what you were saying, I want to tell you, few of us that we have known you for some times, few of us that believed in what you were saying. Because, you see, it was just like, coming to tell someone, look at Nigeria, all the churches, all the pastors with 50,000, 20,000 members, they were all supporting Atiku.
Yeah.
So the fact on ground was that surely Atiku is going to win.
Yes.
But you see, at the end of the day, like what happened in the Bible, you know this story very well in Exodus chapter 4, you read from verse 1 down. When God spoke to Moses, he said, I am going to send you on a mission to go and rescue my people in Egypt. You know, Moses asked God, he said, what if they won't believe me?
Yes.
I'm looking for a sign. And God said, okay, I am going to show you two signs. The first one, I'm trying to relate my story to what is going on.
Yes, sir.
The first sign was what Pastor Sunday was saying. Buhari will win. Atiku is corrupt. These guys are giving out fake prophecy. People didn't believe. So God said to Moses, what do you have in your hand? He said, a staff. He said, just throw it down. Just throw it down. And it became a serpent. He said, pick it up. He picked it up. He said, God, but it's not enough. What if they wouldn't believe me?
Yes.
He said, okay, I'm going to show you the second sign. Put your hand in your cloak. He did it. He said, bring it out. He brought it out. It was full of leprosy.
Yes.
The hand became leprous. He said, okay, put it back. He put it back. When he brought it out, the hand became like that of a little baby.
Yes.
And God said, if they wouldn't believe the first sign, they will surely believe the second one.
Okay.
You know, there are people, a lot of Christians, that when you talk about things of the spirit, they won't understand. So God has to simplify it to a level that they will understand that one. So the first one you said, it was so spiritual for a lot of people to understand, because they forget that when God is in you, whether you are just one man, you can defeat millions. So here, you said it, they didn't believe. And God said, okay, since you don't believe what Sunday is saying, let me bring all the prophets in Nigeria together to fight against Buhari, and let me disgrace them. So the disgrace is the second sign. You see, it has come to a point that we need to just grasp the reality of God. The second thing I want to say is that Buhari, that they don't know, is a Muslim man that Jesus Christ has decided at this time to use, not using a Christian again, to use a Muslim man. I believe that people are listening. No. Dr. Sunday, we are not joking here again. it has come to a point. Let's really understand God, the way and who God is. Remember too in the Bible, in the book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 14. Mordecai went to Esther and said, I sent a message to him. He said, try and do something and help the Israelis because we are dying. We are suffering.
Yeah.
You know, Esther, because he was living with the king, she started giving excuses, this and that. The king doesn't want to see somebody 30 days and so on and so forth. Mordecai, being filled with the Spirit of God, said, look, if you don't do something, it's better you speak and do something. But if you don't do something, if the Christian churches in Nigeria, they have decided not to say the truth about corruption, because they were gaining from Jonathan and Obasanjo for years.
Yeah.
If they have refused, the church, they have refused to say the truth. Salvation is coming from somewhere. I am bringing a Muslim man to do the work that you people have refused to do. So here, God is using a Muslim man because the Christians and the churches, they became so silent, they don't want to say the truth. And he said, let me use him and bring this salvation from somewhere that you never expected. You said something in the afternoon when I saw your program, that the churches, they are so silent. That was what happened in Egypt, in Morocco, and the rest of the thing, that the Islam, they took over that place.
Yes.
So that is what is going on in Nigeria. That God is saying, this now the Buhari people don't know is a Buhari that Jesus Christ has decided at this time, since the Christians, they have refused to embrace the truth.
Yes.
I am bringing him up now, a Muslim man that you think that I should not do anything with, but let me use him at least to fight corruption. So that is the Buhari they don't know.
Wow.
So it's high time the Nigerians, they understand that this man is on a divine mission. He may not be doing it 100% correctly, because no man is perfect except God.
Yes.
But we understand that the man has a good heart and is fighting in his government. I know there are corrupt people, but you can use that to judge him, because he's doing it with all his might and he's doing his very best.
Wow.
Because that country that we have, the other time, some days ago, someone was contributing to your program. He said, I was opportune to visit Switzerland and the country and so on and so forth. But I am telling you what Buhari is doing. He is doing something that will give us a much more better future than this Western country that we are in. Because even Switzerland is the capital of corruption, because all the looted money are kept there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
President Trump is a corrupt man. How he won the presidency.
Yes.
This is a man that has not been paying tax. So if God has given us Buhari that people don't know, he's a man, the only man as a now in the world that fights corruption more than any other person.
Yes.
Because Trump is corrupt.
Yes.
President here in the Western world, we know they are very corrupt. They don't pay tax.
Yes.
And all the money, even here in UK, they will steal the money and they run and keep it there. But Buhari doesn't have a house, nothing in any foreign country.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Sunday, that's my contribution.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
People don't understand Nigeria. He's a Muslim man that Jesus has decided to use now, because Jonathan came, he was stealing. And all the ministers, it's a fact. The petroleum minister that has run away to UK stole. The wife of Jonathan, that was just an ordinary permanent secretary, he's now fighting with the court about billions of dollars. Where did you have it?
Yes.
So the fact is that all the Christians, Obasanjo cannot account for 16 billion that he was saying he wants to use for electrification or whatsoever. But Buhari, they have been working against his character. Nothing has been found.
Beautiful.
So it's a country. The only thing I want to add, like I've been saying all the time, keep praying, Dr. Sunday, for that country.
Okay.
That at least by the end of the day, this man in the next 4 years, we pray that God will bring a different breed of politician.
Amen.
That will take up from there, because we cannot, because I know after Buhari, all the people hanging around him, I don't want to trust any of them. That's the truth. But let's pray that God will bring someone new, completely new.
Yes.
That He will use some of us to be part of that.
Amen.
So thank you so much,
You spoke
Pastor.
today. You spoke today like an oracle of God.
Thank you. So, sometimes we talk more of the politics sometimes, but sometimes there are programs like this particular one. I really understand the Spirit of God said, no, this is a more spiritual something that people should understand.
Yes.
That they hear, and I like the way you are doing. You have simplified the gospel. So you were telling the people the other time, I said, supporting Buhari, God is not telling me, but I'm using my common sense.
Yes.
Because when people want to deceive you, they want to present themselves that they are more spiritual than others.
Yeah.
That's not the truth.
Yeah.
God created man. He gives us some that common sense. Sometimes you approach issues with common sense. So I really want to thank you. And if any time I'm around, I really want to contribute every time to your program.
Yes.
Thank
Keep on
you so
calling.
much that what you are doing. Thank you. I just pray we keep on with this. And at the end of the day, I really believe that God is going to use us and others to cause changes in that place. Because we have so much in that country.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. Blessings. Wow. So you are saying, why is it that Buhari will not go against that herdsmen's organization, Pastor Kenny?
TSA, while we are growing up in the northern part of Nigeria in those days, we know that these herdsmen...
But even Jonathan didn't go against them. And Obasanjo didn't go against them.
Yeah, I will tell you why he did not go or is not going against them. From my own little facts and what I know. While we are growing up, as a young child, we used to know these Fulani, these herdsmen, to be rearing cattle.
Okay.
Most of these cattle you see they are rearing, it is not their own.
Okay.
They are rearing those cattle for these so-called big men. They are just caretaker. And in those days, we used to see them with just a staff. They call it sanda. They just use staff to guide, to direct their cows or their animal. But you ask the question, these people that are carrying AK-47, carrying being armed,
where are they coming from?
Where do they get those ammunitions from? These people are being armed by their owners.
Okay.
You want to tell me that Buhari is the owner of all the cows migrating from the interior part of the north down to the south? These are politicians.
Wow.
We need to face the facts. This thing has been existing for a very, very long time. Let me tell you one of my experience as a young man during the time of Abacha era. That was in 1996, precisely. I went for an holiday in Ibadan. I was coming back from Ibadan. I took a public transport, a 504 station wagon, from Ibadan, from the motor park in Ibadan. And in those days, those station wagons are seven-seater vehicle. At the back of it, there were these two Fulani guys that we met. They've already boarded, and three of us sat at the middle. One other passenger with the driver. We got to a particular place in Kwara State. They call that place Eyenkorin. There used to be this military stop and search because that time there was a lot of bomb explosion during the time of Abacha by the Nadeco, what's it called, group then.
Yes.
There was a lot of bomb blasts everywhere. So anywhere, any military,
Checkpoint.
Point to get to, they search your luggage. And on getting to that place, at the back of that station wagon vehicle, there was this 5 Ghana must go bag. Those sack bags.
Yes.
At the moment the military guys, they opened those bags, it was full of money. 50 naira was the higher donation then. It was full of money. And they raised an alarm that, we have seen the thieves. They reported that they looted they robbed the bank in Ilorin yesterday night. We have caught them. And the driver did something that I can never forget in my life as a young man. The driver said these people came to board at their station, at their garage. And whatever you are going to do to these people, I will not allow you to take these people away. These are Fulani guys. And they were asking them, where do you get this kind of money from? They said they traveled from the north. They took their cows to go and sell in Ibadan. And this is the money of the sales of their cow. A typical Fulani person that I know, they don't bank in banks. They don't put their money in banks. You see, all those, as they are moving, they carry money along of the sales of their cow. So these military guys were saying, no, we can't, you people can go. We won't allow them to go with you. And there was a man in front by the driver's side who we don't know that he was a military officer. And he said, you know what? These people joined us from the motor park. Who is the officer that posted you here? They took us to their barrack, and the lieutenant colonel said, these people, I'm very sure they are not the robbers you are looking for. And those people were swearing that, look, they sold about 20 cows. This is the money they are taking back. I know what I'm saying. And this money is not for us. It is for the owner of our cows. So what am I trying to say? Do you now want to tell me the problem has been there for a very long time? There are the owners of those cows, of those cattle, are the ones that are harming these people, are the ones that are getting nominations for them. And these same people are in the government.
Wow.
These same people are in the Senate.
Wow.
These same people are governors.
I even heard that some of them are Southerners.
Yes, so these same people, okay, when, how will I put it? Do you now want to tell me, as a sitting president, there is a level of what he can do and take laws into his hand?
Yeah.
These same people are the ones that are shouting for, oh, he's killing everybody in Nigeria, is this, is a killer, is a that. Those that are making the noise, they are the one behind those killings. Do you remember what happened in Benue State? Those being killed. Do you saw the investigation?
Yeah, it was the assistant to the governor.
Oh, is it Buhari?
No.
So let's say the facts. The man might have his own weaknesses, but I want to tell you, in this is second coming. Anybody that dare his sword, he will cut that person.
Wow. Well, why?
So,
yes, go ahead.
So the problem has been there. You remember during the time of Jonathan, there was a time that nobody is safe to walk on the Nigerian road without suicide bombers, churches. In fact, I got to a state that even for you to get into churches, they have to scan you.
Yes. People have forgotten that now.
There was one Christmas that I came back. I was.
Wait, Pastor. I think we have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
From Kwara State.
Who is calling from where?
Damilare from Kwara State. Can you hear me?
Oh wow! I'm so happy you are calling from Nigeria, Damilare. Yes. We are hearing you, sir.
Yes. What I would just like to say, I would talk on few things about what's really happening in Nigeria.
Okay.
I think I'm talking on behalf of Nigerian youth generally.
Okay.
So I discovered a trend that Nigerians want something that is quick, something that is instant.
Quick fix.
Even as even as when I was in school, everybody wants shortcut or something that is quick, something that you can get as fast as possible. And no one really thinks about even the future. They live their life based on what is instant, what they can get instantly. And that was why places, people, and things like MMM came to Nigeria. I studied computer engineering, and I was able to calculate, and I was able to discover that MMM was a scam. But nobody wanted, even Nigerians, nobody wanted to even listen to what I was saying at all. Everybody just, because it works, it's quick.
Yes.
And everybody just entered.
Hello?
MMM, and when it came, hello?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Yes, I said when the thing now became a disaster, everybody kept quiet.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk about Nigeria with even the feelings, how we feel in Nigeria. A sensible person, not even looking at the statistics. I'm going to talk about how we feel exactly in Nigeria, as in how a normal person should reason. I think there's something really wrong with Nigerian mentality, as in the youth, even the elderly. There's something really wrong. They are not thinking right.
Yes.
They are not thinking right. At least for the first time, I know that during Obasanjo Atiku's regime, I know that the first thing that you will notice is that new Naira note keeps coming out.
Wow.
New higher denomination keeps coming out.
Okay.
For those years we had higher denominations, and truly price of dollar was even still rising when we were even making money from oil.
Yes.
So I was like, suddenly the higher denominational note stopped appearing. And later, I discovered that for almost 4 years now, the price of dollar is not rising.
Yeah.
We know that it's not coming down, but it was stabilized. It denotes something that Nigerian youth should see. But what the problem of Nigerians generally is food. The reason why they hate Buhari so much is that there's no food.
Yeah.
So people keep looking at food. They want something instant. They want the food. Anybody that can give the food wins. Food to pastors, food to citizens, food to people in the higher authority. I know Buhari has not done something really totally ideal. But I can tell you that even at grassroots level, at local level, the rate at which corruption is reduced to the barest minimum.
Wow.
I can't say the same for the higher levels. I can't say the same for people in authority. But the way money used to flow in those days, where any custom officers, people in different parastatals in the country used to spend money, it's like maybe they have some. They have one cupboard somewhere that money is coming from. But everything just stopped. Everything stopped.
Wow.
So I can really reason the way things are going in Nigeria. It's a different thing. Even pastors cannot see the amount of money they used to see in those days. And that's why they keep crying that Buhari should go.
Wow.
And in the issue of killing, I think even Boko Haram, all these things, they started even before the government.
Yes.
And to not make Buhari responsible for what he did not start.
Yes.
Why make him responsible for what he did not even start? And even in places like US, I have discovered that even terrorism has not even ended. Despite the fact that they have knowledge, they have everything. But the people just open the mouth just because it doesn't give anybody food. It doesn't. You have to work. You have to earn what you own. That is the problem of Nigeria. It's not because of the truth.
Wow.
It's because of what they want to gain from the government. And I think that's the way everybody reasons.
Wow.
If you want to solve the problem of an African man and make him a slave, just keep giving him food.
Wow.
It doesn't think.
Beautiful. Brilliant. Great contribution. Great.
About this future, doesn't think. It's food.
Yes.
So why in what I was that
Okay, I think the line is bad. Okay, so but Pastor Kenny, you were saying something before we went on that something. You wanted to say something.
You could remember that there was a time that it was very, very unsafe for anyone to walk on Nigerian streets then.
I remember, yes.
Yes. A lot of suicide bombers everywhere.
Yes.
That even for you to go to church, you have to be screened. You have to be screened
yes.
to make sure that there's nothing striped on anyone to come and blow the place.
Yeah.
And there was something that happened, I think, in 2014 when I was preaching and somebody just wrote a note to me on the pulpit and said, it was on the Christmas day, and that there was some people were being bombed in the church in Abuja. It pains me. And that was the time of Jonathan. It grieves me because it can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
But now, Nigerians will quickly
Forget, yeah.
Do you still see that happening now?
No, it's no more there. I think we have a caller now. Hello?
Yes. Hello, DSA. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man. Who is calling from where?
Okay, my name is Layman Ogbata. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Beautiful. Nice to hear from you, man.
Nice to hear from you. Basically, I wanted to talk about the killings.
Yes.
Definitely with the economy and so on, it's tough and rough on the people of Nigeria.
Yeah.
But my concern is life.
Okay.
Of the truth, the killings didn't start with the general.
Yeah.
He came and inherited the killings, but when he was to be the president, campaigning the first tenure, I watched it. He said, what is Boko Haram?
Yes.
What is this? What is that? That those are nothing to him.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I'm from the north.
Okay.
I'm from Kaduna. In fact, the area where the general lives is where we live too.
Okay.
So, yes, to be honest with you, I know him.
Okay.
But my problem is, why are you not addressing the killing? Even if it's 2-3 people that die, here in the US, you see the president will come out, address issues, but when it involves hundreds of lives and it's as if nobody, no one is, no soul is gone. That is where I feel it.
Okay.
You understand? And then the man in the UK was saying, oh, that it's the Christians that are doing the killing. It's not true.
No, he didn't say the Christians, though. He said politicians.
Oh, politicians. Okay, because of the truth is that, yes, the Muslims are being killed, but vast majority is the Christians. You understand? And then this thing is going on, and the president, the government is just so mute about it. My thing is that young lives, how do I say it? Like the average lives and what lives are going. Blood is being spilled on the land. People that don't even know anything. These are commoners, farmers that don't know nothing about the government. At the end of the day, they are the ones going. Why is he not addressing issues like that?
But my sister, it's not absolutely true that he's not addressing them. If you want, I can send you a whole list of all the species and he gave at each killing. The only thing anybody could say that maybe he addressed it late or he gave speech late, but there are always press releases after each killing.
No, there are no press releases.
Okay, don't let us argue about it. Let me send me inbox. Okay. Send me information, okay. Your information on inbox, I'll send them to you. Yeah, because you didn't see it, but I saw it. So I will send them to you, you will see with your own eyes.
You know, the thing is that, when it comes to like the killings and the slaughtering, I kind of know a lot about that because there are people that have been gone to school, Benue, Plateau, Kaduna, and all that.
I think we have agreed that I should send to you. So you write me inbox, and I will send the information to you.
Okay, no worries. But
thank you so much.
Corruption and so yeah.
God bless. Yes, you are saying something. Pastor, you are saying something, Pastor Kenneth. Yes.
It's just to react to that my sister from Kaduna.
Yes.
And you see, anybody that grown up in Kaduna, they have seen or witnesses a lot of crisis.
Yes.
Because Kaduna used to be a very volatile state in Nigeria with crisis, Kaduna and Kano in those days, but it has minimized now, not just apart from recently now, some things that some pocket killings that are going on. But you see, one of the problems that the Buhari government has is that there's no enough publicity.
Yeah, no enough publicity, it's true. For example, this my sister said he never made a speech after the killings, that he never did anything, that he just mute. Can you believe that?
His handlers are not doing well in that area at all.
Yeah.
I saw them seeing. Because like from most of the things, you are even doing better.
Yes.
Those are paid to do that job.
Can you imagine it that when I did some of the programs I did during this election, his office in APC office in America got in touch with me and said, please supply us with the information. And they are the ones who are being paid though. They said we cannot get this information from Nigeria, we cannot get it from their office, from the presidency. No information that you are even doing better in Ukraine and you are not being paid.
Because it was even towards the time of the election that I personally have to be telling some people, because one, Nigerians don't read. Two, Nigerians don't research. Three, Nigerians only base their judgment on assumption on what people say.
Yeah, and like this sister, for example, she says she knows a lot of people in Nigeria who are affected. So she's getting her information from what people tell her from home. And what I've discovered is that what people say from home is full of ignorance. They don't do their research at home.
Let me give you an
It's
example.
hearsay. It's mostly hearsay.
Somebody called me on Saturday, sent a secret memo from a state government to me, what that governor is about to do after his election, that I should pray over it. And I look at that memo. It was dated on the 31st. And I look at that memo. You see, when you see injustice become the order of the day in a society, there have been justice that have been perverted. That injustice does not just start. And when I see that memo, I say, okay, give me some time. Let me pray over it, and I also make my own findings too. Just yesterday, I now called people around on ground and people that are working with that governor and people from the same tribe, that person that sent the memo, that sent the secret memo to me. And I was trying to, find out, because that is the kind of person I am. I will find out from both sides. And they were now telling me what list to what that governor wants to do. And I called the person back, the woman back, and I said, you know what, just today. And I said, you know what, go and make your findings before you start praying blindly. This is what your people did. This is what your people did. How can a sitting governor, you have a lot of workers in that state that are not even going to work, they are collecting salaries, and because this man is saying, you guys are not working, you are costing us much, after this second time, if I'm lucky to come back, I want to retrench. And I asked her one simple question. Are you aware of that? Oh, she said even some of the ministry staff, they take melons to work to go and be breaking. How they put it?
Yes, cracking it. Yeah.
Now some of them from Thursday, they don't even go to work. They start their weekend from Thursday. And I say, you as a Christian, if you are the governor of that state, will you condone that? She said no. So we Nigerians, we are too emotional about things. We put emotion into things. We don't really face the facts.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that. We don't really, and the way, I'm sorry to use this to use this word. When you are engaging with a lot of Nigerians these days on ground, you will think that they have lost their senses.
Yeah.
Because that the way some of them talk to you, you just look at it. Are these people reasoning the way you are reasoning? Are they seeing what you are seeing? Are you know what I'm saying? So our mindset need to change against governance. Our mindset, we need to remember where we are coming from.
Yeah.
We need to remember where we are. And just back to that sister again. The Buhari government, one of the area I will call them low is in the area of communication.
Media.
That sister was right. They are not engaging the populace to tell them, this is what we are doing about this. This is what we have done. This is what we have addressed. This is what we have achieved.
Yeah.
And I could see you doing that more for them.
Yeah.
Than those that are paid to be doing it. and that is why you see a lot of propaganda in the campaign. Because a lot of the populace, the voters, don't even know what the government has achieved.
Yeah.
But we are reading, if you look at the Nigeria index in what's it called? Overtook the South African economy as number one economy in Africa.
Yeah.
Just towards the election. What about in agriculture? A lot of achievement was achieved during Buhari's 3 years in office. Look at rice. Nigeria become #1 producer of rice in Africa. Overtook, what's it called, Egypt. But a lot of Nigerians doesn't know that. What about in the stock market? So I think this government, this time around, the Buhari government needs to educate the populace.
I think we have a caller now. Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Who is calling from where?
Yeah, Favor Martin is calling from Delta State, Nigeria.
Wow. Hello, Apostle. Nice to hear from you.
How are you doing, sir?
Very good.
Man, in short, God is on our side. You know, when the Elijah challenge
Yes.
for the Nigeria pastors, and when you said that Atiku will not win this election, and every other pastor, every prophecy were coming up, different angles that Atiku will win, Buhari will die. My wife so much believed in you so much. So when they shifted the election, my wife now told me that, hey, because there was information that came that Abuja election was conducted March, that April, that PDP have perfected ringing in all over the places to ring the election. But there was an intelligent information that came that night. That was what happened, that the election was being shifted to April 23rd.
Yes.
So they said this time the election was shifted, that they must win Buhari, that was how Jonathan shifted the election, that they won. That this time around, APC has lost, Buhari will not come back again. And my wife was saying, hey, now wow, and if Atiku wins the election, how would DSA feel? I said, you know, DSA is the man of the spirit, unless God has not spoken.
Yeah.
He said, hey, I dey feel, because hey, now wow. I said, don't worry. I said, why would you be? Don't worry, you don't need to panic. Buhari will win the election. All the pastors, everybody, one pastor came, said Buhari will die for the day of the election. They were saying it. I said, okay, don't worry. I said, I still stand with DSA. That I believe, I perceive it, that I know. I said, well, God is not God. But when the election came, everybody were shocked. It's like some of them have BP steps, sir. Some of them have BP. And my wife now told me, sir, he said, DSA is a true man of God. I said, before I start, when I met DSA, my spiritual life, ministry, business, nothing has changed. But since I started reading DSA book, I'm reading your book now, the creative and innovative of a powerful genius.
Yes.
That book is something else.
The creative and innovative power of a genius. Yes.
Of a genius. That book is something else, sir. And you know, I was telling my wife, I said, if you know who the realm that DSA is coming from, I said the Oyediko, they need to come to DSA mentorship school so that DSA will mentor them, because with the way Nigeria is going, that all the doctrine that they have been teaching us for the past 35 years, all those are fake doctrine. It's not working, and I can stand that the doctrine is not working. And I look at my life, I look at those who are there, and they are not making it. So when the election came, 23rd, and the result came out, my wife said, this man is really a man of God. I said, what I said that DSA is a man of God. Do you think that is a man of the devil? He's a man of God. He's a confirmed one, not be saying, go come. This is not tear rubber. I said, and the people were saying it, and they came, and the election, the prophecy came to pass. You know, till today, Oyedipo has not said anything, no. What's his name? Many of them who gave out prophecy, they've not said anything concerning the election, because they know that they are all fake. They are all fake. And I know that with this great revolution, that man spoke that God gave the first sign, the second sign. In short, we don't need another sign again, because you said it all. And I know your message is eating people gradually, and people are witnessing it. Sometimes somebody will come and say, you don't go to church that much again. I'll still go and listen to DSA message. Go to Google, Dr. Sunday Adelaja. Listen to his message. Don't say anything though, or get his book and read. And they will go back and come and say, where is that man? That man is something else, sir. I pray that God will give you more grace, more, sir, because God sent you to our time. Thank God we discover you. You are Italian. You are a blessing to our generation. And I just relaxed my mind.
Thank you,
thing
sir.
I want to say, your books, this girl that said your book.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Your books, one thing about Nigerians, they find it difficult to buy books. And when books are expensive, they don't want to go for it. And the books are kind of appealing because most of your books are 4,800 in Nigeria, and some people find it very expensive to buy them here. I don't know if the person that is selling that is making it too high. You understand? So I was thinking in a way that if they can still make it available at the rate of 1,500, 2,000, so that people can get this book. When the book is more than 3,000, 3,500, 4,200, because most of the people I asked to get this book, they complain a lot that I will buy a book for 4,500. I was thinking if those books,
do you know?
I'm appealing if you can
Apostle,
get it or at a lower rate here so that people can go to the market very well so that the poor can get it. Because many of them will say, if it's 1,500, I'm going to buy it. It's 1,500, I'm going to buy it. But 4,800 is I don't know if it's the girl that is selling it. Hello, sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Okay, I think we lost him. Network.
Hello, sir.
I'm hearing him, he cannot hear me.
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Astanovi. I wanted to tell him that for people in Nigeria, we have made books available in much more cheaper now. I gave even authority to print the books, not just to the girl you are talking about. The girl you are talking about is Shioma. She is getting her books from Europe, from here. That's why they are expensive. But the ones in Nigeria, I gave the right to what do you call them? Pirates. They used to pirate my books without permission, and I gave them permission. So they are printing them also now. And I think they should be cheaper and more spread. That's what I think. But the one I can control is the one on Kindle, Okada books. And in that place, they are only 1,000, 1,500. But they are only electronic books, unfortunately. Hello? It's like we have a caller, right? So when you go to Okada books, you will be able to find our books there for much more cheaper. They are for 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, maybe 1,700. So let's see if I think people are trying to call. Let's see if we could connect them now. So many people want to call in today. Hello?
Hello. Good evening, doctor.
Good evening. Can you speak to your mic directly?
Okay. I am Pastor Humphrey. I'm calling from Spain.
Yes, Pastor Humphrey. Nice to hear from you.
Sir, how is Ukraine?
Well, we are trying our best, sir.
Yeah. First of all, I want to appreciate you for your new face on Africa ministers.
Yes.
Because I know that, unfortunately, like what the last speaker said, we are far behind. We does not read.
Yeah.
And apart from that, Africa believers or Christians actually believes on miracles and without knowing the word.
Yeah.
And that is not what the scripture told us.
Yeah.
And and why I have been following you, even when the criticism on freeze was on.
Yes.
I told them when God called me, He gave me a specific instruction, because the gospel is for the less privileged.
Yes.
If you look at the Bible critically, Christ was there for the less privileged. He was not exploiting them, He was contributing to their life.
Yes.
Where I actually started getting furious about it was a situation where a mission service, a university where a member can attend.
Yeah.
And that was ironically very bad. And two, you see there are your private jets on the area of tithe and offering, but that's not what we are discussing tonight.
Yeah.
I have actually read your book, Church Shift.
Yes.
And that transformed me greatly, and the mission God has given unto me. But when it has to do to Nigeria politics, I was in Nigeria. I came to Europe less than a year now.
Okay.
I spent all my life in Nigeria. I schooled in Nigeria, and I love politics. But the truth remains here is that our leaders who call themselves Christians has failed us.
Yes.
Look at just this concluded election. Oyedepo went with Atiku Abubakar to go and beg Obasanjo.
Yes.
When Obasanjo has written in the book that if has said that what he knows about Atiku, if he forgives Atiku, God will not forgive him.
Yes.
And that same man has turned around to say that look, that he preferred Atiku than Buhari without reasons.
Yes.
And two, look at person like I can mention them. Look at person like Suleiman was saying it's good to say apostle is not speaking, apostle is not speaking. Now apostle want to speak. It is good to vote for who will steal your money than who will kill you. What is the difference from an armed robber and a killer?
No difference.
No difference. And you call yourself as a man of God. You see, the fact remains here is that Nigerian pastors are now carnal.
Yes.
Sorry to say, if none of them, 90% of them.
Yes.
It's that, like the speaker who called from Spain also said so. You see, that is why God had disgraced them.
Yes.
And God made them know that, look, I told my wife, I said, personally, I prefer Buhari win. I prayed for Nigeria, and the day God revealed to me, yeah, Buhari will win, but there's going to be crisis.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, let's begin to pray for Buhari, for the country. Because God has said to the, like what that man said, but God sent Buhari for a mission.
Yeah.
He might not be able to complete it, but he's going to prepare the path, the path that people will follow.
Yes.
Because Jonathan, time I was in Nigeria, I have a master's degree in Nigeria. I bet you, man of God, that for over 10 years I have no job in Nigeria.
Wow.
I have a master's degree. I didn't buy it. I have a first degree. I have a second degree. Many of us like that in Nigeria, they are frustrated. They live from hands to mouth. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I came to Europe, I discovered that Europe does not have 1% of what we have as the Nigerians. Where are the money?
Yeah.
Obasanjo that is campaigning for Atiku, he cannot account for 16 billion money for electricity. Yeah, Nigeria is still looking for living in darkness.
Yeah.
Now they are blaming Buhari. How long has Buhari stayed in that power? Buhari is only Nigeria who has a person who has integrity, who has no house in abroad,
Yeah.
who has no foreign account, who has no private jet. I know he might not be able to sanitize Nigeria, but this second term, I told them, they will steal the other side of the man.
Yeah.
The man will only use them to be there. He would deal with it like last week. One brigadier general an Air Force was sentenced to 7 years imprisonment, and so many money was recovered from him.
Yeah.
And I told them he's still coming. Many heads will roll. He's a man who can do something without thinking back, without considering anybody. That is the kind of leader we need in Nigeria.
Yes.
And until we get that kind of leaders, we are not talking. So I'm happy, and I want us who are in diaspora, we should think of what to do for our country. Not a matter, because like what I was telling my wife, I said my pain about Christianity in Nigeria is that I read your book. I also knew that your church has produced a president in Ukraine.
Yeah.
And that transformed Ukraine to where that can accommodate non-native and foreigner now.
Yes.
I said, now all pastors are playing, they don't want to come up. If they really trust themselves, if only 4 churches in Nigeria can join together, Winners, Christ Embassy, Redeem, let them join together and say, we want to present a candidate, we are trustworthy. But because they did not trust themselves, they can't produce anybody.
Yeah.
Now, all they're interested is tithes and offering. One man went to Abuja and they built 100,000 sitters in Abuja. What that money, how many people can he send to school? How many people can he impart into a life? Jesus was not having an auditorium, but he imparted on people's life. Man of God, are you still there?
Yeah. Thank you thank you so much. Good point.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Good point.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
I just think that, please, let's not just prayer. Prayer without work faith without work is dead. So when we are praying for Nigeria and we are working, we didn't take any step to transform Nigeria, we are wasting our time. Thank you
so much. Blessings. All right, I think we will take one more call, and that is all. Just one more call. And then we'll give Pastor Kenny the last word to tell our viewers what he would like to conclude the program with. We have gone beyond our expectations today, 1.5 hours more than we are supposed to be here. It's very, very exciting and interesting. So people are... Hello? Do we have a caller? Hello?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
This is Choma Okpara from London.
Yes, how are you, my sister? It's been a while.
It's been a while. I've been listening, honestly, although I've not been calling. I've been listening.
Okay.
You know? And I've followed this election thing, and I've followed it up very well. Thank you so much for God using you mightily, and a lot of great works are going on. Honestly, this election has made me to know that we don't have any Christian in Nigeria.
No more church. They have killed the church in that country.
We don't walk in love. There is no love. We are too sentimental.
Yeah.
It's horrible. With this thing, even I have a friend of mine who listens to you through me. She got to know you. And with what's going on, she became very angry. Why is ESA campaigning for Buhari? Why? In fact, for that, I'm out. I can't talk. In fact, when I send message to her, she said I should stop. She was so angry with me. I started laughing. So many people. Why are Nigerians too sentimental? We don't think at all. We forget easily. We want instant gratification.
Just emotions.
We're too emotional. How can a pastor tell me that they'll prefer a thief to rule them? The Bible says a thief come to steal, kill, and destroy. Who told them that thief will not kill them?
Yeah.
A thief that have already been killing them. Atiku that have been killing them. I was watching the program you did with Victor, where Atiku was confessing that he is begging you people, please give me another chance. I know what I did to Nigeria is very bad. That's what I did is what kept Nigeria how it is. A man confessing such, and Nigeria had it, and they want to vote him in.
Yeah.
Our country, in fact, the worst part of it, I'm so angry with the Igbo people. I'm really, Igbos don't know how they are using them to destroy themselves.
Yeah.
Igbos are too sentimental because they are, oh gosh, religion has killed it has killed many people. They are dragging to have Biafra. Biafra? And all of them that are agitating for Biafra, none of them were there during the war. None of them were born that time.
Wow.
Were they born there? Nnamdi that is living here will mess up their head and they are killing each other.
Yeah.
Having such hatred for Buhari. I can't believe it. And I keep asking them, how can the Igbos unite? How can they get Biafra when they are not united?
Yeah.
Igbos don't love each other. They don't love each other.
Yeah.
Do they? They love money more than their brother. I keep asking them, how can you cannot, even if God will never let you people have it because people don't love each other.
Yeah.
Why are you people looking at external forces? Why can't people look within? Can we Nigerians look within and work among ourselves? We lack love. Buhari has won. Why can't we as Christians pray for our leader? Why can't we pray for him? Pray for him, like Bible have said in 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. Why can't we do that? And we have such hatred. We are praying against our own country. When we pray against our government, our president, we are praying against our country.
Yeah.
Then we divided, we will never stand divided. All we need is love.
Yes.
All we need is love. Is it today killing started in Nigeria? Is it Buhari's fault? All our propaganda.
Yes.
I've watched it. I say, how can they, during election, the PDP people will cook, pastors cook things together and show on Facebook, and they all believe in it.
Yeah.
And they're so agitated, fighting against each other. In fact, my heart bleeds. I feel like, you know what I feel like? My message to Buhari is, he should forgive all the people that didn't vote him.
Yes.
Mostly the Igbos. He should surprise the Igbos.
Yeah.
And I know he will surprise them. And he will surprise them. I can see it. Because you see that Rochas that went there to destroy Imo State, he's going to be dealt with.
Yes.
You should hear my voice. He will be dealt with. That is, his law will never come on that seat.
Wow.
I knew it. He will never come on that seat. Buhari should love them, forgive them.
Yes.
Surprise the Igbos.
Yes.
Anything that needs to be amended, he should amend for them to show them that he loves them.
Yes.
You know, that all these things are all propaganda. They're all propaganda. It's all propaganda.
Yeah.
Nigerians are so sensitive. We don't have Christians in Nigeria at all. They don't work in love. There's no love in our midst.
Yes.
I appreciate what God is using you to do. I so much believe in you. I knew that you're of God. And the first that I listened to you, I know you are the man God will use to change Africa. Africa, I believe in Africa. I believe in my Nigeria. I believe it so tenaciously in my spirit. I can't wait. And I can see, every day I keep dreaming, seeing great changes coming.
Amen.
Suleiman received embarrassment in Canada. Here he visited Canada. There will be more embarrassment for them. There will be more public shame and open shame to them. God has started judging every one of them with what have happened now. I pity some of them. I pray every day that God will grant Buhari wisdom on how to rule Nigeria. Every day I pray for him, and I know it will be well with him. They thought he would have been a dead man. See what God did. That man is a miracle.
Yes.
He is a miracle. See how God healed him. See how God perfected his health.
Yes.
I can't imagine a country praying against a man. They want to Islamize Nigeria. Imagine so saying. And their propaganda, oh gosh, the propaganda is too much.
Yeah.
They are paying a lot of people to be talking rubbish, writing nonsense on the internet, and they are just carrying pictures, unnecessary. In fact, Nigerians should read. They should try and read. See how the Westerners, they are laughing at us because we are not together.
Yeah.
We fight each other. Why? We say we are Christian. They go to church. It's a shame. I've told them to stop going to church. They don't want to hear me. But I'll keep shouting it on Facebook. I'll keep doing that. Thank you so much, sir.
Wow. Wow.
Show what you are doing. I'm so grateful to God for what you are doing.
Yes.
Yes, you are awesome. I thank God for God in your life.
Shioma, you are great always. Always so eloquent. Always so wonderful. Thank you so much for the contribution.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'm a part of what you are doing now.
Thank you.
Sir.
Bye.
God bless you, sir. Thank you.
So that will be the last call we are going to take today. And I want to use this opportunity to tell you about this book, Truth, Non-Truth, and Lies. Can you show me that it's #1 on Amazon? So I want to congratulate all of us, myself and you, that almost every book that I release now is becoming #1, Druga. And so that you see there is #1 book there on Amazon. Wonderful. And I want to also give the last opportunity to my guest today. He has done so well to be able to conclude. Pastor Amos, Pastor Kenny, we want you to...
My conclusion will be every Nigerian, both at home and in diaspora, we should forget about whatsoever that's happened during the time of the campaign. Let's work together for a Nigeria of our dream.
Yes.
We of the body of Christ, let's pray and lift Buhari up.
Amen.
That be able to take us to that promised land we're all hoping for. And I know that every Nigerian loves Nigeria.
Yeah.
Home and abroad, we love Nigeria. We want Nigeria to do better. We want to see most of the infrastructure, most of the basic amenities we are seeing here in overseas. We want to see it back at home. And this is the foundation this man is laying.
Yeah.
Let's pray for him. He's not perfect. Let's pray for him. But there's one thing I know. There is a part of that man, Muhammadu Buhari, which is a Christian.
Wow.
There's one part of him that is a Christian. And I've told you his morals. I've told you his zero tolerance for corruption. And when you look at those of body of Christ that have the same opportunity, privilege he has, what do? They looted the treasury. But this is somebody we call an unbeliever, making sure that the resources, the wealth of that nation is not being looted, building a Nigeria of greater tomorrow for all of us. So let's forget about the party, let's forget about the differences, let's pray for him to succeed. And I know that even God will be proud of us that we lift his hand up.
Wow,
Amazing.
Thank you so very much, man of God. And I want to use this opportunity to also invite anybody that wants to come and learn here in Ukraine to the History Makers training, which is coming up in April from the 8th to the 12th of April. You can register by going to sundaydelaja.blog.com/mentorship/HMT, or you could write to hmt@godembassy.org. So, and I will be coming back in the next 10 minutes to continue my series on the church, how to know God through the church. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next 10 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. Peace.